Hello, my name is Marina Paris. I'm a Epona Quest instructor. That means I coach people, do personal development work with people since about almost more than 10 years. I've had horses for 15 years now. And after this long time of my coaching work and my work with horses, I've decided to put together a fantastic book. It's called A Heart for Horses, What Horses Want You to Know. And it's all about the horse-human relationship. The, the quintessence, or should I say the bottom line for me is when I'm working with my horses is that when they're out to pasture and they see me coming, they say, hey, great to see you again. It's not like, oh my God, and they go the other way, but it's like, hey, great, what are we going to do today? And I think that's I think that it is one of the most important things for me. It's more important for me to have a horse come to me on its own accord from the pasture than to have the perfect flying leeches or the perfect traversal or the perfect jump. Because once I have a horse that wants to be with me, that says everything, that means it feels safe. One is it feels safe around me. It feels good to be around me. It's usually then curious and open to doing new things together, which is great. And it's relaxed. And a horse that wants to be with the person, if they're relaxed, then everything comes with a lot more lightness, shall I say. When they do stuff because they want to do it, because the partnership is there. I still have the feeling we rely a lot, or still too much, on techniques. This is how you do this is how you do that, this is how you do that. That almost becomes irrelevant if the horse that have next to me or the horse that I'm sitting on doesn't want to be with me in that moment, that it's tight, that it's resisting what I'm doing. And so this is why I wrote this book. It's about little 44 topics that are very relevant to the relationship. I mean, they're topics just like hanging out. How often do you hang out with your horse? How often do we do that with friends? Do we only call them when we want something, or do we also just call them to hang out and spend some time together? It's as simple as two is emotions. How do we deal with our emotions? We want the horse to follow us as a leader, but are we emotionally fit to deal with the different situations that come up with our horse? What else? There's a bunch of good stuff in here. What else? Let me see. There's also stuff on, there's a difference on acceptance and tolerance. How do I know if my horse is just tolerating me, meaning there's resistance? And how can I tell if a horse is really accepting what I'm doing? Because when it accepts what I'm doing with it, whether it's brushing, whether it's grooming, whether it's the way we're walking together, there will be hardly any resistance. So that's a really big one. There's another one on breath. How do you use your breath? Are you breathing in a way that's stressed, or are you using a deep breathing to connect with yourself, to connect with the horse? Can you use this in your communication? Either when things get stressed, how are you using your breath? What is your breath communicating to the horse? Is it communicating stress, or are you saying, okay, something funny out there, but because of my breathing, I can use my breathing to self-regulate myself as well as to co-regulate both of us. This book is just filled with a bunch of goodies. My goal is to get it to be a bestseller in the States. I'm just started. The English version came out in May and the German version came out in October. I was very thankful that Linda Kowanov, she's a pioneer in equine facilitated learning, she was kind enough to endorse this book, and I really hope it finds its way into your barn, into your hands, so that you are also inspired to do wonderful things and that it can take you to places you've never been with your horse. And you can trust me, your horse will thank you for it. Thank you very much for your attention, and thanks for your help in making this a bestseller in the States. Bye-bye.